my chest, so for real, nobody try me.
Down in the new town, I already feel that it's time for me. I'm getting looked up, down with these big frowns, they already gone by the size of me. I don't really give a fuck, put my deuce up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose love, but truly you suck, home made way for a prodigy.
And I say, one for the money and two for the love. We the new era, so whoever may feel they above. Live in delusion, that's an illusion, inception of keep it together, don't act like you didn't know what it was. I'm on a whole nother planet, I'm about to show you. This won't work if we planned it, meaning you won't understand it. We have to rings like a Saturn, this feel like splitting an atom. You got involved with the pattern, so now we up and we at 'em. Watch out for my evolution, around and start a revolution. I am more than a being, I'm an institution. If I gotta reiterate, that's where I'ma lose it. It's my world and I'm generous and that y'all peruse it. How obnoxious, she ain't got a conscience. She's okay with being a little absurd and pompous. That's because I kill it, then stick around just to haunt it. Waiting on my thank you, be grateful that I would even let you watch it.
Down in the new town, I already feel that it's time for me. I'm getting looked up, down with these big frowns, they already gone by the size of me. I don't really give a fuck, put my deuce up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose love, but truly you suck, home made way for a prodigy.
Only catch your breath for a second. Look at your neighbor and check him. We bout to march, so if you not get this step, I done told you who I am. I'm a force to be reckoned with. I think just be mad because my voice is so decadent. I'm setting the precedent. No mistakes and no accident. We ignoring the standard set because our lowest is passionate. This alone is a classic.
It's week 12 of the NFL. And coming up, we'll see DK Metcalf. He's putting together one of the better seasons in league history. It's the Seahawks and the Rams, and it's coming up next.
At the southern tip of the Chesapeake Bay, EA Sports brings you coverage of the National Football League from Virginia Beach here in the Commonwealth of Virginia. Today, week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Seahawks of Virginia Beach. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. They come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. Meanwhile, for the visiting Rams, even with all... The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by a longtime starter in the NFL, a former #1 overall pick way back in 2009. It's Matthew Stafford.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Here's Stafford. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Derek Hall in there that time to get him to the turf. So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack. Well, they're staring up at a 3rd and long. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go to the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation. And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, You at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Seahawks and their offense now under veteran head coach Pete Carroll. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
There's a lot of good to watch in the game last week, wasn't there? I mean, he did throw 2 touchdown passes. That was impressive. And he's so close, isn't he? The 3 interceptions killed him and his team. That was costly. But if he just cleans that up a little bit, there's a reason for optimism with this team and this passer.
On 1st and 10, Francisco. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown!
Jackson Smith and Jigba.
His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Seahawks are on the board first here this afternoon.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers.
Gets through, and now an opening. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
41 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Going right back to Akers.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. Now that'll be caught by Kupp. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
Well, they come out and take... And we will step aside for just a moment. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Stafford.
They'll set up the screen here to Akers.
Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
You want to see a defensive coordinator get upset and throw his headset? This is the kind of play that'll do it. You force 3rd and long. This is almost sort of a give-up play. You're just hoping to get something positive, and it winds up breaking big, and they convert on 3rd down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Van Jefferson was the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. When you talk about this Seahawk defense, they've been dreadful against the run. No getting around at number 32, dead last in the NFL.
They have tried all season long to fix all the things that they need to in the running game, and they have been successful so far. I'm wondering if this is a time to just sell out. Make sure you have 8 in the box every time and bring a 9th and sometimes even a 10th to try and stop them from running the ball.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Stafford. That is caught. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 25-yard line. That one good for 24 yards. On first down at Stafford. They'll get this one to Cobb complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Back to throw, Stafford. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Throwing to start the drive. Francisco will let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown! Jackson Smith and Jigba. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point now coming from Myers. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. When you talk about this Seahawk defense, they've been dreadful against the run. No getting around at number 32, dead last in the NFL.
For some defensive fronts, playing the run is not the priority. It's playing the pass, right? They get upfield, they rush the passer, and sometimes neglect stopping the run. That's something that they have to work on and reverse a little bit. Make sure you play the run on your way back to the quarterback.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Stafford looks to throw again. Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Looking to throw. Francisco. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown! Jackson Smith-Njigba doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Now Myers for the extra point. And it's 21-3. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Now the LA offense ready for this next possession. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Cooper Kupp, touchdown, LA. Cooper Kupp, 75 yards. And the Rams are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Well, I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. I mean, 1 play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, 1 play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Coming out of the end zone, D. Eskridge. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Seahawks again now ready to take over on offense. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
2nd and 10.
Warriors 70. 79 Broncos. Ready.
Back to throw. Francisco. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
Here we go, here we go. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Operating from the gun. Francisco. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it as we resume action. Taken at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Well, the Virginia Beach offense set to take over. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
Check it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. To the right side and complete to Metcalf.
Holding offense.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
19 tight. 19 tight. Hurt. Ready.
Looking to throw. Francisco. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. The Seahawks at 4-7 now on the year. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Taking it right down Broadway. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Mustang 19.
They'll look to throw again. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Let's go now.
Here's 2nd and 10.
18 Rattler. Ready.
Back to throw again. His throw incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Buffalo 18.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This is the tight end Fant. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. An audible here to get a new look. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 16-yard line.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready.
Back to throw. Francisco. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On 3rd down, Francisco. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
They were just trying to give their offense a little more room down near their own goal line, but this is just going to make things worse.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll go again here with Akers. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Take it at the 37. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They were losers last time out to the 49ers, but right now they're on the right side of the scoreboard as they start out 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This one into the hands of Metcalf. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
To throw on 2nd down, Francisco. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Stafford now to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for L.A. 47 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Rams have taken the lead. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And out now come the Seahawks. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Let's go. smash. Check smash. Ready.
Throwing on first down. Francisco. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
The throw right sideline here is complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
First and 10 at the 34-yard
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield.
And this is going to be dropped. Oh, my gracious. There was no one in his area code, but he could not hang on to it.
Here we go.
Now a 2nd and 10.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Cup 19. Ready.
Looking to throw. Francisco. And that is incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
19 Lions.
They'll try and throw for it here.
And that's going to be incomplete.
A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Stafford on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I know we're just in the 2nd quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's his 2nd drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
Touchdown, Rams. Make that now 3 first-half touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford.
And the Rams are able to widen their advantage.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
This taken in at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense.
Come on.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Stafford.
Akers hit. He coughs it up. But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
It's not exactly round and round we go, but I'm looking at the poor defenses. All right, back-to-back possessions. The ball's turned over.
Back-to-back plays.
I mean, just that quickly, and you think you're going to the bench to get a little break, and all of a sudden you're hearing sudden change. Get back out there, grabbing your helmets and running back out on the field. I don't think it's going to affect them much now, but if this keeps up, you're going to have 2 very angry defenses yelling at the offense to take care of the ball.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Francisco.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. We've seen this offense do some unconventional things thus far, but they couldn't go for it on fourth down here, could they?
Could someone patch us into the head coach's headset? Punt the ball.
The Seahawks send out their punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10.
Set to go again. Here's Cam Akers in the LA offense.
The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far here in the second quarter. On 1st and 10, Stafford. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Stafford's throw pulled in by Jefferson.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing on third down, Stafford. And this one is incomplete.
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on third down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and the lead will hold at 10.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Throwing to start the drive, Francisco. He'll find Metcalf. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
18, pioneer. Mustang 19.
Looking to throw on second down. Francisco. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter.
On the return, it's Eskridge, and he'll bring it out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. Any surprise in your mind he's out there to start the second half after 4 first-half interceptions?
He's to be surprised by a lot of things, partner, but in this case I'm not, because you know they want him to be their guy. And the only way to truly establish that is to give him a chance to work through some of the issues he had in the first half.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. No, no. Pace, 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 pace.
Back to the air on second down. Francisco going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
He's going to let it go again. And that's caught inside the 35.
Tyquan Thornton, 85 yards. And the Seahawks come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is down to a field goal. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Rams to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He starts with a give to Akers. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Stafford. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. It'll be a gain of 5. And now it's 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
That is caught. And he is going to have the Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2nd and 12. Operating from the 39.
Stay 50.
To throw is Stafford. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Boye Mafe picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw, Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. There he goes, right side. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And here's the Virginia Beach offense out and ready to go again. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. To throw on 2nd down. Francisco. That is incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
19 tight.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Francisco. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? He's going to try and go deep again. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. Possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Out of the gun, Stafford. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Here's Moore. He will return it. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Powell's throw caught here by Metcalf. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. First down, Howell to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Another throw for Howell. He's going to take another shot here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Seven Pirates.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 31-yard line. Now Howell. And his throw here's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. 3rd and long. Here's Howell. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 15-yard line. Howell. And his throw is incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Howell to throw on second down.
Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Third and 1. Howell's going to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Walker.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to be.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Seahawks have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Howell throwing for it.
And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. L.A. set to take over again on offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Here's Stafford. That'll be caught. It's caught. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
On the counter, this is Akers.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now it's Stafford. He finds his man complete. That's done. They'll give him 4 yards there. And 3rd and 8 now.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford.
An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field.
And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. He's to the 15. Touchdown! DK Metcalf with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Seahawks use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th.
All right, now the Seahawks face a big 2-point conversion attempt. They'll look to throw. And this one's caught. And their 4th-quarter lead grows by a couple more. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The offense on third down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Throwing is Stafford.
That quick throw there is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here comes the Rams punter now. He's been terrific so far. This will be fielded at the 17. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Well, the Virginia Beach offense set to take over. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Back to throw, Howell. Noah Fant with a catch on the crossing route.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. To the right side and complete to Metcalf.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
From the gun on 3rd down, Howell. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawks touchdown.
A great play there. Finishing strong with 3 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Seahawks get an important score there to extend their lead here this 4th quarter.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. Throw left side, complete to Kupp. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30.
Here's 3rd and 6.
Stafford. Blitz coming, and down he goes. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now on 4th down here, that pass pass knocked away and incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Now throwing on 1st down here. He'll find Metcalf. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Howell changing the play here. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Howell down to throw it. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. John Johnson with the INT. Two-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
Now it's Stafford. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. This crowd turning up the decibel. Under pressure, they got him again. Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. That is caught. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Now 1st and goal. Now Stafford. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they got their touchdown. Now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now Howell. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Third and long. Here's Howell.
That is intercepted. And the Rams are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Well, Hal's going to mix it up here. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Going for it on 4th. Here's Howell. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this will be caught with the kid taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense and you give them credit for going for it, having that kind of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get in?